Hey everybody, and welcome back to AJ's Advice Abby for part 2 of the 50 random things about me tag. This second part is going to get a little bit more darker. It's going to have some more of the more, I guess you could say, controversial topics about me. So we'll just jump right into it. Yankee Candles. I love Yankee Candle. Everything about Yankee Candle and going to the flagship store, and my favorite scents are the Stormwatch Midsummer's Night is my first favorite from them. And then there's Stormwatch and pretty much any of them that have like a musk smell to them. But I think it's Sugar Cookie. Just the smell of that one makes my mouth water. It's just so creamy and delicious. So yeah, Yankee Candles, they're freaking awesome. If you haven't had any of the Yankee Candles, go onto like Amazon or something and just get a little votive and just burn that, and you'll understand why they're so freaking amazing. Gay clubs and culture. I love gay clubs. Absolutely love gay clubs. And of course, I'm gay, so I like gay clubs. But it's the atmosphere of the ones around the area that I live in is just amazing. And the one gay club that I go to all the time is in Northampton. It's Divas, and they are an everyone bar and nightclub. They just recently put themselves out there as an everyone club because they have different event nights and stuff like that. But when it comes to like the gay culture, I have to be the only gay homophobe in the world. As far as I'm concerned with like the gay culture and everything like that, uh, you can be a guy and you can be gay, but the stereotypes that are out there that everybody feed into kind of pisses me off a little bit, especially being a gay male. You don't have to be flamboyant and wear makeup and, girls' jeans and carry around a bag and everything like that. It's just, as far as I'm concerned, it disgusts me a little bit. But that doesn't mean that I hate gay people. I love gay men and gay women and everything like that. Even the flamboyant ones, I think they're freaking hilarious. And drag queens, oh my god, RuPaul's Drag Race, love it. Absolutely love it. I get so many freaking keywords and stuff from them that I use in my daily life, and people who just look at me like, okay, no idea what that means. But so don't get me wrong. Like I said, these topics are going to get a little bit more controversial, and I'm thinking that I'm going to go more into depth about like the gay culture and stuff in an actual video. But like I said, don't kill me. I know I'm the only gay homophobe out there, but I still do not have a problem with anybody. It's just the way that I feel about stuff. I am dyslexic. And the dyslexia that I have is with backwards letters and numbers and stuff like that. To me, a B looks like a D, and a Q looks like a P, and it sometimes gets in the way of stuff, especially when I'm reading. I have a very hard time when I'm reading with keeping words together and stuff like that. I'm a cookie addict. I love every cookie. The only cookie that I have ever had a problem with is the oatmeal raisin. Oatmeal chocolate chip I love, but oatmeal raisin I just don't like it. Any other kind of cookies that are out there, I love them, and I will sit down and eat an entire package of cookie in one sitting and not even realize it. Of course, that's the last video with the weight gain and stuff like that. People tend to hate me because of it. But I am highly allergic to bees. And with this one is I can't use an EpiPen because I'm only allergic to one compound that's in the bee venom, and the EpiPen only pushes it through my system faster. The last time that I ever used an EpiPen, I was in a coma for 2 weeks, which was not fun at all. So yes, I am allergic to bees. No, I cannot use an EpiPen. I use baking soda and water and mix it into a paste and put that on there, and then a dose of Benadryl. The problem with the Benadryl is it tends to knock me out for like 72 hours though, and my boyfriend keeps saying that he's going to use that on me one of these days. Just put like a dose of Benadryl in my tea or something like that, and then hand that over to me and just watch me pass the hell out, which is horrible. But my phone is a dinosaur. Okay, as you can see here, I have my list of all the topics that we're going to talk about on my iPhone 3. Yes, it's a dinosaur. And I love this phone. It still works. I have no problem with it. It freezes once in a while, but I really don't have that big of a deal with it. But when that new update just came out, the ISO 7, I couldn't get it. It would not allow me to download it, which I guess isn't really a bad thing, because all that I've heard about it is that it's horrible and everybody hates it and hates using it, and the texting is stupid, and the way that they have it set up now because of the apps and the way that you can turn off the apps and everything, I'm really glad that I couldn't get it. But I know that when I go to get a new phone, that's probably the one I'm going to get. And the one thing that I'm most terrified about this phone is that it's going to blow up on me one day. If you've never seen 1,000 Ways to Die, it was on the Spike Network for a little while. Look it up. Look up the 1,000 Ways to Die. I forget what it actually is, but it's the iPhone ends up blowing up in this lady's face when she's on it. And that terrifies the shit out of me. So every time that my phone starts bugging out, I just toss it across the room. But with the case that I have on this phone, it's just a plain rubber case, but the awesome thing about this is that they stopped making these cases for the iPhones, and all this case does is turn it into a super bouncy ball. And what I've done is, when I'm talking about the cases and stuff for my phones with like friends and stuff like that, I'll just take my phone and toss it, like on concrete or something, and all it does is just bounce, 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 bounce. The marks that are on the screen on this, I don't think you're going to be able to see them. Oh yeah, look at that. That one right there, this one down here, and all of these other marks that are on this phone did not come from dropping it. I'm actually pretty sure that this phone is cooking itself from the inside, and that's what tends to make the phones blow up, is that the battery inside of them is split by a little piece of plastic, and the chemicals start eating away at it, and when those two chemicals for the battery mix together, it blows up. Now, I've learned that from 1,000 Ways to Die. Look up that video. It's fucking terrifying. I am an amateur ghost hunter, and there's a lot of places around the area that I live that are abandoned. There's actually there's three. Well, one of them's a state school. The other one's a developmental center, and then there's another one that was just a plain old insane asylum. And they are all abandoned and shut down and everything, but we can still get into the buildings and stuff. And I have the voice recorder, and I have my camera and everything like that. And I put my voice recorder down one day in the state school that's like right around the corner from my house here. And I left it there for like 3 hours and went back, and I started listening to it, and there was all kinds of stuff on it. There was a million like different evidence things that I got on it. And I gave it over to one of my friends for them to look through it. And they were saying the same thing, is that there's all kinds of stuff, but come to find out, the recorder was in the wrong area. Because every time that there was something on there, it sounded like it was coming from farther down the hallway. So one of these days, I'm going back up there and I'm putting it farther down the hallway and seeing what I can really get from there. But it's also, the place that I go to is on a registry of haunted locations. And it's a historical site for the area that I live in, so they can't tear it down. They're trying to find places that will clean up the buildings and use them, but nobody wants to be in those buildings. Okay, 33. Here we go. I've been giving peer mediation for the past 13 years. I do not have a counseling degree, nor do I claim to have one. All of the advice that I give throughout all of the Abbey is my own personal advice. Things that I've been through, things that other people have been through, things that people I've counseled have been through, and everything like that. All the advice that I give does not come from a degree or anything like that. Nor do I claim that it comes from a degree. Like I said in the last video, though, which is probably around here somewhere. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch that video. With going to school and changing my major for next semester, I'm thinking I'm going to do the business administration and the counseling at the same time so I can actually get my degree. But I have been doing peer mediation for the past 13 years. It started back in high school. Another thing that was back in high school, I was at one point married. It was a very, very long time ago. I think we first met when I was like 13, and we clicked right off the bat. And I'm almost positive that he was my soulmate. I could bet money on it that he was my soulmate. He was killed by a drunk driver who was driving a tractor-trailer truck. The tractor-trailer truck lost control and hit him after he had already hit a tree. He hit him from behind, and he went flying through the windshield and went right into a tree. He was the love of my life. I still have my wedding ring around here somewhere, but it's like I said, I'm more than willing to talk about any of this stuff. And like I said, he was the love of my life. Sorry, babe. I'm sorry, but you already know about all of this anyways. I'm a drinker. I love my alcohol. Lately I've been drinking a lot of rum. I don't know why. It might just be the time of the year and everything like that, because everything's going to start being made with rum because of fall and everything like that. So I do love my alcohol. You want to send me a bottle? I'll get the P.O. box all set up and everything. We can start sending stuff. I'm a smoker. And this is that, I think it's the Eagles. I'm not sure. But that song, I'm a smoker, or I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a yeah, look up the song. You'll understand what I'm talking about. I do roll my own cigarettes, and I get this pouch, which comes from one of the local stores. Oh, it's backwards. It's called Midnight Special. This is the menthol, and it comes with the papers and everything, and it's just loose tobacco, and I roll my own cigarettes. I actually bought this today because I'm out of money, and this is only like $2 a pouch, and you get like 2 packs of cigarettes out of this. But I usually get the Gambler tobacco. Yet again, it is backwards. I usually get the Gambler tobacco, and I have the little machine that I roll my own cigarettes, and I get the filtered papers for it, and I really love this. I think this is the most amazing thing. I spend maybe $13, and I get a big pouch of tobacco, and that rolls maybe like a carton, depending on how thick you actually roll the cigarettes. But I mean, $13 for maybe like a carton and a half of cigarettes at the point that the cigarettes are at right now, yeah. You could pay Marlboro. Everybody knows Marlboro cigarettes. Right now they're like $13 a pack where I live, so this is a lifesaver. My boyfriend that I have right now, that we've been going out for a year and almost 2 months, he is in the military. He does have a military background. That's why when we start doing like the guest spots and everything like that, feel free to ask him questions. He isn't gay. He is bi. He is in the military. We are in a relationship. We've been going out for so long and everything. We call him Sarge, which, if you want to ask him questions, feel free to send them to the email address or the Facebook or something like that, and we'll get him to answer the questions, but you probably won't see him actually on the screen. He might be like behind the camera or sitting off to the side or something like that. I'm gonna try and get him into watching, or not watching the videos, but being in the videos. That way you can actually be face to face with him when he's answering your questions, but don't hold your breath on that. He will be there. He will answer your questions. He will text back and everything like that. It's just, don't really expect to see him on the camera because he is military. And this is one of those. This is another one. I was raped when I was younger. I want to say maybe I was like 12 or something like that. And that, again, is something that I'm more than willing to talk about with people. I'm actually thinking about doing a YouTube, like one of these videos, about sexual assault and stuff like that. Sexual assault and rape and whatnot. But it's like I said, it's like a controversial topic, and a lot of people don't want to hear about it, let alone talk about it. But I'm more than willing to talk about it. If you want to know anything about it, just ask me. Like I said, I'm thinking about doing a YouTube video, but that might not be until a lot later on that I do one like that. But yeah, if you have any questions about it, you hit up the Facebook, hit up the email, it's all there. It's all in the description down below. You can go and check that out. My personal profile on Facebook has been catfished twice. Yes, catfished twice, as in the TV show, as in somebody took my picture and made a profile and were talking to my friends and other people as if they were me. And it was horrible. Like, they had my picture from my profile up there, but it said that I was born in 1976. I mean, if you look like this and you were born in 1976, more freaking power to you. But my friends and family always find the catfishers out there for my profile, and I find them for everybody else's, but my profile has already been catfished twice. Yes, I know. And let me tell you, the things that they were saying to people, and I actually had some random guy private message me on my Facebook and be like, what the hell happened? Why'd you make another profile? I thought that we were going to meet up. I really like your and yeah, it was interesting. I love coffee. Coffee. Speaking of coffee. Coffee. I love coffee. Dunkin' Donuts coffee, McDonald's coffee. I make my own coffee. I'm actually on my third cup of coffee for today, if you can't tell. I like flavored coffee. The regular coffee, I don't really care that much for. I don't know what it is. It's just I like my flavored coffee. I mean, if I put flavoring in it or like flavored creamer or something like that, it's fine. But I just love like, this is hazelnut. But I like the French vanilla and the holiday ones, the holiday flavors. Like right now, the pumpkin. Oh, I love pumpkin spice. But then again, I love fall anyways, so I don't know if I actually have that in here. Yeah, fall is my favorite season. I don't have that in here. Fall is my absolute favorite season. I'm going to talk more about like Halloween and stuff like that, and if anybody out there is going to Salem for Halloween, let me know. Put it down here. I'm more than willing to do a meetup. We'll take some pictures. Maybe we'll go and get a little drinky or something like that. I love Halloween. Fall, all of it. It's my favorite season. So therefore, I like the pumpkin coffee. And then in the winter, the Dunkin' Donuts has the vanilla chai. Oh, that stuff is good. It's like Christmas in your mouth. My favorite superhero. Okay, my favorite superhero isn't a superhero at all. He's a supervillain. And that would be the Joker. Of course, the clowns and the jesters and everything like that. But the one thing that I like about him is that there's so much mystery behind it. I mean, even the Riddler. You know that his name is Edward Nygma. You know where he comes from and everything like that. Nobody knows anything about the Joker. Except for maybe Harley Quinn, and she's not talking. But I know, talking about them like they're real people. But my favorite superhero isn't a superhero, it's a villain, and it's the Joker. I like all of the villains, but the Joker is the number one that stands out for me all of the time. Okay, next one. Kind of the same thing as Russ Marine. And you guys don't know Russ Marine, it's Russ Marine 2014. He's on YouTube, he's on Facebook, he's on Twitter, he's got his own Tumblr, which I don't have, and I'm kind of jealous. But I don't really have anything to post on the Twitter like the Instagram. So yeah, Russ Marine 2014. Him and me have something in common. Pickles. I love pickles. Any pickle, any type, anything. But it's the dill pickles that really do it for me. I love dill pickles. I love the juice. I love the smell. It makes my mouth water. It's just, I love pickles. Oh, hi, Russ. Yeah. Comic books. Yeah, I have the Batman comic books. I have the Joker comic books. But that's not my favorite comic books. I don't know where my favorite comic book is, but it's actually a graphic novel. It's by Johnny Valquez, I want to say. He's the one that does Invader Zim. I don't know if any of you actually know what Invader Zim is. Put it in the comments. But he has a graphic novel. It's called Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. Love it. Absolutely love it. And it's theological, and it makes you think as well as being gory and funny all at the same time. The little styrofoam doughboys are freaking hilarious. I went to a trade school. The school that I went to was a vocational school, and the actual name of it is, I'm not going to give you the first name, so it's going to be beep, Regional Vocational Technical High School District. It's the first one, and then the full name of the school is the actual name, and then Regional Vocational Technical High School District. Try writing that on an application. Yeah, a lot of people look at it and just go, why didn't you just write blank high school? And it's like, because that's not the name of it. But I did graduate with a chef's degree. I am a certified chef. I haven't actually gotten the full chef certificate. I still have the apprentice or the sous chef certificate, but I am a chef. I went to a trade school, and I did, in high school, it was actually the school that I went to was half academic and half shop. And it was alternating weeks. One week you would have class, the next week you would have shop, and the week after you would have class, and then the week after you'd have shop. And you actually did half of the work than you would going to a normal school, which I freaking loved, absolutely loved. And I got a 4.2 GPA when I graduated. Huh. Sorry. Seafood. I love seafood. This goes with the Italian too, I love seafood. If it came from the ocean, it's going in my mouth. That sounded bad, but you know what I mean. Shells, I don't care. I love seafood. Lobster, crab, fish, scallops, cephalopods, anything. I love it all. One of my all-time favorites, and it really grosses people out, is the whole calamari, which is, a lot of you know what calamari is, but I'll explain it anyways. It's octopus that they deep fry. They cut up into rings and they deep fry, but my favorite is the whole octopus. It's the little babies. They're maybe about like that big, and they're deep fried, and it's the whole body. And I love it. It doesn't matter if it's chewy, it doesn't matter if it melts in your mouth, whatever. I love seafood. This is kind of a random one, but I hate bar soap. I hate it. I'd rather use body wash. It dries out my skin. It makes me all itchy and everything like that. I prefer body wash. I really do. And I am a guy that uses a loofah, but I use the manly loofah. I get the Axe body tool that's got the scrubber on one side and the loofah on the other, and I'd rather use that because it makes me feel more clean than rubbing a bar of soap all over my body. I know that soap is self-cleaning, but it still grosses me out a little bit. I'm an uncle. I have 2 nieces and a nephew, and I spoil them rotten. If we go to the store and they ask me for something, Daddy says, no, you can't have a candy bar. I go, you can have a candy bar and I'll buy it for you. I spoil the hell out of my nieces and nephews, and I love them all to death. Absolutely. I don't get to see them as much as I would like to, but I still love them no matter what. They always call me and just talk to me and everything like that. And they know that I do all of this, so they call me up every once in a while and just ask me for advice. Okay, this next one's kind of cool. Me and my group of friends, we came up with this whole, group idea, and it just happened one day. We used to hang out every weekend at my house, and we would have bonfires and make food and s'mores and everything like that, and we'd just end up sitting around the fire and getting drunk as freaking skunks. But we used to call it Twaffleton, and when we would all gather, we would be twaffing. And it's really awesome. We had, everybody and their brother would come over, and we'd all hang out, and we'd just sit by the fire and just have a really good time. And I really miss Twaffleton. Anyways. I get one birthday cake for my birthday cake, and it comes from a, I think it's Italian bakery that they have around where I live, and the bakery is La Florentina. Oh my god, I just heard 8 of you scream. You guys like that place too. I get the raspberry cream, or it's a raspberry cake. I don't remember what it's raspberry cream bomb or something like that. But the cake is chocolate raspberry, the filling is raspberry, they put raspberry jelly into it, the ganache that they put on the top is chocolate raspberry ganache, and I eat the whole thing by myself. We'll do the whole birthday cake and singing happy birthday and everything like that. Everybody gets one piece. That's it. Don't touch my cake. I love it. And these last couple of ones are just kind of like thrown in things because I couldn't think of anything else. So, my favorite number and colors. My favorite number is the number 13. I know everybody goes, oh, that's so cliche, and you're a witch, and you like the number 13 and everything. It's actually, the number 13 comes up a lot in my life for a lot of different random things, and it's like, I'll just be sitting there, and I'll be, like, looking at the stripes on my shirt, and I'll go, okay, there are 13 stripes on this shirt. Like, it comes, the number 13 randomly comes up all over the place around me. My favorite colors are red and black. I don't know what it is about those colors. I don't know if it has anything to do with like the fall and liking Halloween and everything like that. But if it's red, I want it. If it's black, I want it. I actually have the sheets on my bed are red and black. Like my pillowcase, that's black. Everything that I have is pretty much red and black. Like the Furby that got tossed over here is red. And I got that one specifically because it is red. And it's the job that I used to work for. We used to wear red shirts, and I freaking loved it. But then they changed the dress code, and it sucks now. But, okay. And the last one, number 50. And I'm going to explain this. My hair. Every year, I dye my hair. September, it goes to blonde. October, it goes to red. And then October 30th, the day before Halloween Eve, I dye it jet black, completely black, just get all the color right out of it. It started maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I have no idea why I do it. I just do it. Probably has to do because those are my two favorite colors, red and black, and I was really excited this year because I actually found a hair dye that when you look at it from back here, it's black, but then when you look at it and the light hits it, it actually turns red, and I freaking love it. If I go like this, the computer glitches out, but you could actually kind of see that there is a lot of red in there. Under the fluorescent lights at work today, I kept looking in the mirror and just going, that's awesome. So every year I dye my hair and I just let it grow out. I chop it. The last time that I cut my hair is right before my birthday in May, which if you look on the Facebook site, you will know what my birthday is because I did put that in there. That's the last time that I cut my hair is around my birthday. And then September I bleach it, I let it grow out, I bleach it, and then October I dye it red, and then October 30th I dye it jet black, and then I go to Halloween. And when I dye it jet black, I tend to chop it all off, which everybody hates me with long hair, and I don't blame them. I hate the long hair too, but you know what? It's tradition. You gotta keep going with it. So that is the end of the 50 random things about me tag. Yay! Okay. So if you have any questions about anything that I talked about in here, feel free to put it in the comments below. I would rather you guys actually hit me up on the Facebook or the Twitter or something like that. Like I said, it's all in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Vine. Yes, I have a Vine. Get on that one. I have the email address. You can send me your questions on there if you want to remain anonymous. So, yeah. And I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. I will do another video. I know I want to do the topic video, but it's getting kind of late today. It's like 2 o'clock where I am right now, and I have to go and do some other random stuff. But like I said, I'm always on my phone. It's always attached to me. I'm pretty sure it's growing in my hand. It's always right next to me. Hit me up on the Facebook, on the email, on Twitter, on Vine. Comment on here. Like and don't forget to like is over here. Subscribe is down here. Comment, share everything that's on Facebook and on Twitter and Revine and retweet and everything like that to get the word spread around, get some more questions coming into me, and we'll have a lot of fun with this as long as I get everybody's cooperation with it. Still working on getting some, oh my god, yes, telephone. Still working on getting some more people in to do, like guest spots and answer questions and stuff like that, but I'm always here. Just hit me up, alright? Don't forget all this stuff is down here in the description, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.